Hey everybody. Well, I had something happen. Let's see, about 6.5 hours ago, and it still hurts. Anyway, what happened was I was pressure washing my truck, and I've got a gas-powered Honda pressure washers, 3,500 psi. Um, anyway, I was pressure washing my truck, and I do it all the time, no big deal. Well, while I was doing it, I was wearing shorts, which I knew better when I started. I always wear jeans, but it was actually kind of hot outside. But I did have my rubber boots on, and I was just about done pressure washing my truck, and I had stepped over the hose going to the pressure wand, and the hose for the pressure wand blew, and it um, I guess it had getting kind of old or whatever, had a weak spot in it, and I didn't know it, and the hose split as I was using it. Well, thank goodness I was pulling the trigger on the wand at the time. Otherwise, there would have been a lot more pressure in that hose than what there was. So, my guess is probably there was about 800 to 1,000 psi in that hose whenever it blew, and it was right beside my leg. Anyway, I'm going to show you what happened to my leg whenever this thing popped, and it's kind of nasty. I mean, it split my leg. It put a cut on my leg. It took some of the skin off the top, and whenever it happened, it actually forced water under my skin. So I had a golf ball size bubble of water under my skin, and it was like right beside the main cut, and I had to push the water out. So the bubble's gone, and this is 6 hours later. It still hurts. I'm getting ready to redress the wound, and you guys get to see me put some rubbing alcohol on it before I cover it back up and clean it again. Anyway, if you guys have a weak stomach, look away now. You don't want to watch the rest of this, but I'm doing this as kind of a warning to everybody. Watch out for those pressure washers. If you're going to use them, wear gloves. Handle the wand with two hands, even if it's a cheap electric one, because there's a lot of pressure in those things. Mine has enough pressure to where it'll peel paint off of a car if you get the tip too close, and it's like on a plastic bumper. So, paint and plastic and everything like that's a lot tougher than your skin. So imagine how it'll rip your skin up. Anyway, if you don't want to see what this thing did to my leg, then look away. But here's your fair warning. Here you go. And there it is. Now, right up in this area right here is where the bubble of water was. And it's sliced here. And you can see that's about 1.25 inches long there and 1.25 inches. But this here is a really deep hole that pressure washer put in my leg. And the area in the middle right here is still kind of soft. And that's where it had put the bubble of water under my skin, is right in here. And whenever I brought it out, I had to push it out this way. Now this water hit my leg, and it was probably 1/10 of a second or less contact. It was just poosh, and it sprayed my leg, and this is what it did here. And let me tell you, this was very, very painful. You definitely don't want that happening to you. Now, for all you sadistic people, here's the bottle of 91% isopropyl rubbing alcohol. If I can get it open one-handed. There we go. And we're going to soak this. You can see I get plenty of alcohol on that. This is where you kind of grit your teeth and just... Oh, that feels so good, let me tell you. But I'm a diabetic, so I gotta make absolutely sure this doesn't get infected. If it gets red around the edges, then I will have to go see my doctor. But I'm kind of thinking that this area right down here, it's, like I said, it's a really deep pocket. I don't know if you could see. I mean, that's a really deep pocket up there. But if it gets worse, I'm gonna have to go to the doctor. Anyway, watch those pressure washers, guys.